Alright, so this is going to be the tutorial on how to use the gradient tool to create gradient colors with your logo design. So as you recall, when we turn in your final High Point High School logo designs, we're going to do a black and white version, a High Point High School one, which is the blue and the yellow, and then we're going to do one that mainly focuses on just gradient. And then the free colors, you can do anything you want with it. I just decided to use gradients again because, I did like the effect how the gradients looked in the other one. But, you're going to do 4 different versions of the colors. And, it doesn't really take too long. It's pretty easy. The only ones that take a little bit of time are the gradient ones just because you kind of have to, like, figure out like what colors to use, how you want to control the gradients, and how far you want to like push the gradients. So I'm going to demonstrate the how to do the gradients. So you should have a black and white copy of the colors. So you want to make sure you traced all those areas. The only area I didn't really trace was this white area, but we can do like an easy fill in that part if we just send it back. But you want to make sure to like fill in all these areas with colors. And also, if you use letters in your picture, you might want to do object and expand, just so it's a lot easier to change those colors. But what we're going to do is after you're done with your outline, your outline and your picture layer should be locked, and then the colors that's probably open because that was the layer you guys did your colors on. All we're going to do now is we're going to actually unlock all these layers here, and we're just going to zoom out on the picture a little bit. So one thing you have to do is you're going to have to make your artboard a little bit bigger. So click on the artboard and make it a little bit bigger, just so you have space for all 4 of your icon or logos that you're going to create. And all we're going to do now is we're just going to copy and paste it. Now, just real important though, make sure to unlock your layers, otherwise it's only going to copy and paste certain parts of the layers. So we're just going to click and drag, highlight the logo that you made, and we're just going to do Command C as in cat, Command V as in Valentine. So we're just going to make 4 copies of it. So there's one there. I'm going to do Command V again, make another one. And I'm going to do it one more time and put one on the bottom here. Alright. So you're just going to have like 4 copies of the logos. And again, I'm not going to be like super nitpicky if they're lined up or, however you want. If you want, you can just take your time and line them up. But yeah, you just want to have 4 copies of the logo. And, you can just zoom in closer on it. Use the hand tool to move around. So you got your black and white copy here. That should be finished. That's like basically the one that you start off with coloring. And then the next one that you move on to, all you're going to do is just select these colors. You're going to go Windows, Swatches, and you go to this library down here. You're just going to go to Default Swatch and Print. And this is going to give you all like the default print colors that you can use. So, if you want to just use like the blue, the yellow, this is actually really easy to just, do this for your picture. So, all you gotta do is just click these colors, and you got like the High Point High School colors that you need. But if you want, you can try like play around with like different variations of the blue and the yellow. I found it more effective though, just to stick with like the same colors. But moving on to the gradient portion of the assignment. So just remember, one of those examples you do want to do a gradient for the colors. So now in order to do a gradient, all you're going to do is you're going to click on the shape here, and then you want to open up the gradient window. So if that window's not showing, go to Windows, Gradient, and this is going to be where your gradient's going to be. So you're going to click on the gradient, and it's going to create a gradient for you. Now by default though, it's going to leave it black and white, unless if you go to like your swatches and you pick one of the color ones. But more than likely, if you're starting off, you just click on it, it's going to do a black and white. So in order to do color though, you would have to double click on one of these colors here. Again, you're stuck with black and white. You don't really have much choice with what to do. So you have to click on this panel here and go to RGB. So it's like red, green, and blue. And this is going to allow you to kind of like pick out the colors that you want. So you can do like I don't know, like a brown. And you just have to click and drag just to see the colors. And you can leave it black, or you can do like a darker brown. Yeah, you can go RGB. You know, it's up to you how you want to do like these gradients. But you know, one thing about these gradients though is you have two colors here, and this controls, you know, what parts you want to be darker, what parts you want to be lighter. And also, if you wanted to, you can add more panels to this. So, you know, you want to do like a red in between, you can do like a red. But, you know, I wouldn't go like super crazy with like adding a bunch of colors here, because, you know, when you add too many colors, it's kind of like what we talked about before with the abstract project was, you know, you don't want to have too many colors because it's going to make it like super busy. But, you know, you want to, you know, use it, you know, effectively. So if you want to get rid of these gradients, you just click and drag to get rid of them. So, you know, you're going to create gradients for the colors. Oh, another thing I want to show you too is you can also change the angle of the colors. So, you know, if you want to do it at a 30-degree angle or 90-degree angle, this is how you can change it. Other ways you can change it too, if you know, you don't really like using the angles, is if you click on the actual gradient tool on the toolbar, you can control like the direction of the gradient. And also, if you know, if you do a little bit, it's going to do like a really quick gradient. Or if you do it long, it'll do, you know, more of a gradual change. So, you know, you can use this to kind of play around with like the direction of the gradient. You know, if you're doing like certain light source, like on the, you know, your shadows on the right side. So kind of like, you know, if I want to make this part a darker brown, and then this is going to be the lighter brown. I might do it closer to like a yellow or an orange. You know, this is how you would control it a little bit. So, you know, you would have the shadows on the other side. You can use either or, it's up to you. And, you know, you would do like the same thing with these other ones. So, you know, you click on it. So now you have like the colors chosen already for you. But, you know, this is going to allow you to kind of like play with the colors, you know, see what you like. You know, I might do a dark blue. You know, when you do the gradient colors, though, you can kind of like pick like whatever colors you want. I'm not gonna be super nitpicky on it. Just I wouldn't go too crazy with the colors, but you know, just make it look you know, look nice when you're working on it. Oh yeah, and then one other thing too, if you want to do it as a there's another option too. If you click on radio, this is gonna allow it to become like a sphere. So usually things that are round, that's more effective, because, you know, if you try to use this for the sphere, it's going to look kind of a little bit weird. I mean, I guess it would kind of work with this one because it's more like a round shape, but, you know, if you were, most of the time you don't want to use the other one, though. You know, like this one you can, oops. You know, this would be like ideal for like the eye, you know, if you wanted to do like, I don't know, like a yellow here, maybe violet. Dark violet. You know, maybe make it a little bit less. You know, it's up to you how you want to do it. Oh yeah, and then like, you know, this part I didn't fill in white, but you know, if, again, just remember you can just click on the area here, and then click, right click, send to back. You know, that'll color in that middle part here too. So, you know, that's a really easy way to color it in. You know, this is kind of neat to do it this way, though. I never even thought about doing the radio one. You know, you can make this part white, pop it up more. So, you know, you gotta just play around with it. You know, see what's more effective to use. So it's kind of neat. I'll just do it black. But yeah, just play around with it, you know. It's the only way you can kind of like figure out how to work the gradients. But you know, ideally though, you kind of want to use like colors to, you know, make your shadows. You know, don't really like use too many black and whites, because a lot of times like the black and whites, it kind of kills the color in a way. You know, you want these to be like, you know, very eye-popping, more interesting to look at. So like instead of using like a black and white like like right here, you know, maybe I might want to do like a dark blue or something. You know, like if you look at the difference of like that dark blue, if I were to redo the gradient, redo do it one more time. Oops. So you know you got like your black here, and then instead I'm gonna do like a darker blue. You can see a difference though between like you know, this one here and then the black and white. You know, hey, it won't let me undo it again. Okay, but you can see a difference. So like I kind of like the dark blue better. So that's just something to be worried about though. You know, you don't want to really use too many black and whites in the color. Oh, then let me show you one other thing too. You know, if you were to use like a specific color scheme in the picture, so you know, if you go to you know, Google, you know, if you don't have any idea how to do you know, what color schemes to use, you know, you can just follow like the same thing like we did before with the abstract art assignment. You know, you can just pick out a color scheme to use. You know, drag it into Illustrator. I'm gonna make this a little bit smaller, and then you can like effectively just you know, eyedrop these colors that you want to use. You know, like this, maybe this dark blue, I can you know, use that there. Maybe the beak, I can use the yellow. So this is like a really easy way to like, you know, figure out what colors you want to use. Maybe this could be like the red. This could be like the more vibrant green here. Maybe I'll go with that one. You know, that's a really easy way to do colors. You know, you can't go wrong with color schemes because those are like optimal colors to use for like certain things. And then you want to apply like the gradients. The gradients is a little bit trickier to do. So you would click on the gradient. So we're going to change this back to linear. And you know, let's just say we was going to try to use the that dark blue. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. So you click on the shape gradient, and then go to the eyedropper. Yeah. Oh, that's not it. I'm trying to see if I remember how to do it. So click on that. Click on the gradient. Click on the eyedropper. Like there were like very specific steps on how to do the gradients on here. Just trying to remember how to do them. You click on the gradient, double click on that, click on the eyedropper. That's not it. Sometimes you might just have to try to like eyeball where the color is. So you know, like this is like very close to it. I keep forgetting how to like eyedrop the gradient. There's like a way of doing it where you can just click on it and then click on that, and it should show up. But it's not working for me. But you know, you can eyeball the gradients though. This will take a little bit more time. So you know, eyeball the color that you want to use. This is very similar to that dark green, and you know, maybe I might want to use like that lighter blue here. So this is, yeah, kind of the same color. I'm gonna show you the lighter version of it. You know, you could do it that way too. It's up to you. You can also flip this around as well. All right.